welcome to South Asia Today, a show that provides you the glimpses of South Asia. I'm your host, Shivangi Mishra. Let's begin with the headlines first. JFE Engineering launches first overseas waste management project in Malaysia. Steep decline in school attendance highlights education miseries in POJK. And tourists flock to Pampo's saffron fields for a colourful and fragrant harvest experience. Let's begin the show. Indian state of Gujarat's dairy sector is growing rapidly, with 3.6 million farmer members and an 80,000 crore turnover in 2023-24. Its cooperative model, technology and transparency set a global standard, supporting millions of farmers and strengthening India's dairy leadership. We have this report.
This is Rooppura village in Mahuda Taluka of Kheda district in Gujarat. A majority of farmers here are engaged in animal husbandry, and almost every household owns cows and buffaloes that produce a large quantity of milk. A large number of farmers in Gujarat, especially those with small or no farmland, are engaged in dairy farming, significantly contributing to making Gujarat a role model for milk production in the country. These small dairy farmers deposit their milk in local cooperative societies. From there, the milk is sent to a dairy for quality checks. Only when the quality of milk is ensured, it is sent to larger plants. The entire process focuses on transparency and quality, ensuring that producers receive a fair share. This progress in Gujarat's dairy industry is improving people's lives.
दूध का कारोबार इतना बढ़िया चल रहा है कि हमारे ज़िले में कोई इंडस्ट्री नहीं थी, तो आज भी खेती के साथ साथ ये धंधा मुख्य धंधा हो गया है। उसके साथ पूरा घर का गुजरान चलाते हैं, अपने बच्चे पढ़ाते हैं, और जो मंडलियाँ चल रही है उसमें सरकार की बहुत सी योजनाओं लागू दी गई है, और हमारे संघ द्वारा जो योजनाएं बढ़ती है उसमें हमारे को जैसे कि ये चिलिंग यूनिट लगाना है, ऐसे मकान बनाना है, ऐसी सारी योजनाओं गवर्नमेंट की ओर से भी हमारे को मिलती है, और ये सब अच्छा चल रहा है।
हमारे गांव में एक बहुत अच्छी दूध की डेयरी चल रही है। पूरा गांव उसमें दूध भराता है, दूध का प्रॉफिट बहुत अच्छा रहता है। यहाँ बनास डेयरी है, हमारी मेन शाखा है, वहाँ सरकार भी अच्छी मदद कर रही है और खेडूत को भी कई योजनाओं का लाभ भी मिल रहा है। दूध की कमाई से कोई भी आदमी, किसी के पास ज़मीन नहीं है, वो भी अच्छी दूध भराता है और उनका गुजरान चला रहा है, और अच्छे खासे उसका मुनाफा भी मिलता है।
The cooperative sector began in 1942 and has been a major driver of Gujarat's milk production. The dairy sector received a major boost when Narendra Modi took over as the state's chief minister in 2001. He strengthened Gujarat's dairy cooperatives through infrastructure development, technological advancements, support for women, promotion of the Amul brand, and policies that fostered self-sufficiency and growth in milk production. Currently, with 3.6 million farmer members across 18,164 village dairy cooperatives, Gujarat's dairy network operates under the Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation (GCMMF). It manages 215 million liters of milk daily, achieving an annual turnover of 80,000 crores in 2023-24. Gujarat's milk production is increasing at a compound annual growth rate (CAGR) of 4.96% compared to the national average of 4.57%.
2014 के बाद मोदी जी देश के प्रधानमंत्री बने तो कोऑपरेटिव का एक अलग मंत्रालय बनाया, और कोऑपरेटिव की जिसको जानकारी है ऐसे अमित भाई शाह को ये जिम्मा दिया, और कोऑपरेटिव छोटे छोटे लोग भी एक साथ में ज़्यादा मिलकर एक साथ में काम कर सकते हैं, ऐसा एक मॉडल जो है वो देश के सामने खड़ा किया। मैं मानता हूँ ये देश के लिए नहीं, पूरी दुनिया के लिए अमूल मॉडल और कोऑपरेटिव मॉडल वो एक आशीर्वाद रूप साबित हुआ है। आज की तारीख में 35 लाख पशुपालक परिवार 80,000 करोड़ का टर्नओवर करने का काम अभी हो रहा है और उनके अकाउंट में डायरेक्ट पैसा जमा हो, ऐसी अद्भुत व्यवस्था ये अमूल मॉडल के माध्यम से टेक्नोलॉजी का उपयोग और इनके साथ साथ पारदर्शिता कैसे आए, ऐसी व्यवस्था जो कानून में बनवाई, इस कारण ये हो पाया।
Gujarat played a key role in India's White Revolution by pioneering the cooperative dairy model, leading to the establishment of Amul. Today, it stands as a role model in milk production with its efficient cooperative system, technological advancements, and significant contributions to both national and global milk supply. The state's innovative approach has made it the leading producer of milk in India.
JFE Engineering, a leading Japanese firm in waste to energy and infrastructure, has launched its first overseas waste management project in Malaysia. Approved by the Malaysian government in July 2024, the project is a joint venture by the NASA Enviro Holdings and J&T Recycling Corporation. They aim to develop the Sustainable Scheduled Waste Treatment Center in Malaysia. A report.
JFE Engineering, a prominent Japanese engineering firm specializing in waste-to-energy plants, oil and gas facilities, pipelines, bridges and other infrastructure projects worldwide, has launched its first overseas waste management project in Malaysia. The project received Malaysian government approval in July 2024. A joint venture known as J&T Berjaya Alamurni JBAM was formed by Malaysia's NASA Enviro Holdings, Japan's J&T Recycling Corporation and JFE Engineering Malaysia. Together, they aim to develop and manage the Sustainable Scheduled Waste Treatment Center in Malaysia. The facility is designed to receive, treat and dispose of clinical, toxic and hazardous waste generated by medical facilities and various industries across the country. Through innovative heat recovery techniques from the incineration process, the project contributes to the circular economy. Recovered heat is used by an adjacent drying facility, enabling thermal recycling by reducing waste moisture content.
本施設は有害廃棄物や医療系廃棄物を処理する焼却炉です。J&T 環境でも採用されているヒルストーカー式焼却炉であり、多種多様な幅広い廃棄物に対応可能で、1日70トン、年間2万トンの処理能力があります。
As Malaysia faces increasing challenges with industrial waste pollution, JFE Engineering's advanced technology ensures proper waste treatment in line with stringent air emission standards.
NASA Enviro operates the 659-acre Bukit Taga Enviro Park, one of Malaysia's leading sanitary landfills and premier eco-parks. With a strong focus on environmental responsibility, NASA Enviro is poised to lead Malaysia's waste management sector. The operation of this facility would be a great benchmark of JFE Group's initiative to protect Malaysia's environment and encourage future collaboration between NASA Enviro and JFE Group in the future.
By leveraging JFE Group's advanced technology and international expertise, JBAM plans to expand further in international waste management initiatives, contributing to a more sustainable future.
Now we take a look at some happenings in Asia in a segment called Asia Watch.
South Korea's capital was blanketed by the heaviest snowfall in Seoul during November on record, with bad weather snarling traffic, knocking out power and grounding hundreds of flights as authorities braced for more snow in coming days. cooler air moving in from the northwest turned rain into snow overnight, leaving 18 centimeters on the ground by 3 p.m., marking the biggest fall since records started being kept in 1907, the weather agency said. More than 200 flights were cancelled or delayed, most of them domestic, as airports across the country experienced severe weather conditions, which also included strong wind, and at least 70 ferries serving islands were suspended. The International Monetary Fund approved the third review of Sri Lanka's $2.9 billion bailout last week, but warned that the South Asian economy remains vulnerable. In a statement, the global lender said it would release about $333 million, bringing total funding to around $1.3 billion to the crisis-hit nation. It said signs of an economic recovery were emerging. The country still needs to complete a $12.5 billion bondholder debt restructuring and $10 billion debt rework with bilateral creditors including Japan, China and India to take the program forward, the IMF said. The IMF bailout secured in March last year helped stabilize economic conditions after cash-strapped Sri Lanka plunged into its worst financial crisis in more than 7 decades in 2022. After most libraries in the northern Iraqi city of Mosul were destroyed during the war against Islamic State, University professor Abdul Sattar Abduli Jabbar created a mobile library to bring back a generation that believes in reading. The mobile library opened earlier in November thanks to donations from Arab-German Young Academy of Sciences and Humanities and others who helped in raising funds and offering books for the project. Abduli Jabbar said the library, completely free for visitors, has a total of 1,000 books displayed one bunch at a time due to the limited spaces. The bus roams the streets of Mosul, parking a couple of days at a time in different areas across the city. The city of Mosul, captured by Islamic State in 2014 and liberated in 2017, has suffered extensive damage as hundreds of houses and public buildings, including the airport, the main railway station, and the university have been destroyed. Iraq's University of Mosul later reopened what used to be biggest library in Mosul, but on a smaller scale.
Moving on. The school dropout rate in the Pakistan-occupied region of Jammu and Kashmir continues to deplete owing to the government's negligence and lack of infrastructure provision. A recent report by the administration discloses a steep fall in school-going children, with many schools lacking basic facilities such as clean water, electricity and proper classrooms. The rising situation highlights the administration's failure to provide the people with quality education, forcing them into adverse poverty. We have a report.
Education is the fundamental right of every individual and a vital element behind a region's progress and development. However, in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the rising rate of school dropouts has become a persistent issue. Due to political instability and lack of school infrastructure, the region has continued to suffer in basic elementary education, creating a significant gap in the region's literacy levels while leading them to live a life of poverty. In a recent press conference by the Pakistan administration, the Education Minister of POJK highlighted that the region's school dropouts had increased to 216,000.
पूरे पाकिस्तान में सुन रहे हैं कि बात हो रही है कि 2 करोड़ बच्चा जो है वो स्कूलों से बाहर है। तो इसमें मैं वज़ीर साहब आपको कहता हूँ कि आपकी हुकूमत को भी आज़ाद है। इस चीज़ की सबसे पहली निशानदेही जो है वो आज़ाद कश्मीर हुकूमत ने की और ये आउट ऑफ स्कूल चिल्ड्रन प्रोग्राम का सबसे पहला प्रोजेक्ट जो है वो इस आज़ाद कश्मीर की हुकूमत ने वज़ीर साहब आपकी सरबराही में कंसीव की है। ये पूरे पाकिस्तान में हमारा जो कश्मीर की रियासत जो है वो पहले नंबर पे है।
However, education in the region had often been overlooked. The 2005 earthquake in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir further worsened the situation, devastating the region, particularly its education sector. Many students lost their lives and numerous educational institutions suffered extensive damage. Unfortunately, nearly 2 decades later, Many school buildings remain unreconstructed, leaving students without proper facilities. In a remote village near Chinari city, a local girls' school employee Gulam expressed his disappointment over the ongoing issues.
यहाँ पे 2005 में जब ज़लज़ला आया उस वक़्त ये गर्ल्स प्राइमरी स्कूल के 3 कमरे थे, एक ऑफिस था। तो इस जगह पे तकरीबन 2 बच्चियाँ शहीद हुई ज़लज़ले में जब और उसके अलावा 15 बच्चियाँ ज़ख्मी हुई। तो उसके बाद अपनी मदद आप के तहत इब्तदाई तौर पर जो है हमारे पास टेंट वगैरह की थे, तो टेंट वगैरह तकरीबन सर्दी में वो बर्फ़ की वजह से टूट गए। तो उसके बाद अपनी मदद आप के तहत हमने ये शेल्टर तमीर किया।
Gulam appealed to the government requesting that facilities be provided to ensure the children can continue their education. A female teacher at the school also shared her concerns.
बच्चों को पढ़ाना बड़ा ही मुश्किल होता है। गर्मी जब होती है, हाँ, ये आपके सामने जो ये छोटा सा दरख्त है, इसके नीचे बिठाते हैं बच्चों को और फिर उस साल में जो कुछ हम करते हैं। फिर सर्दी जब आती है ना, सर्दी में फिर ये पहाड़ी इलाका है, कोई बिजली नहीं है, स्कूल में कोई और चीज़ नहीं है, या लकड़ियाँ जलाते हैं तो या फिर बच्चियों को छुट्टी करनी पड़ती है।
The education system in POJK faces numerous challenges that hinder its effectiveness. Infrastructure is often inadequate, with many schools lacking basic facilities such as clean water, electricity, and proper classrooms. These issues create significant barriers to providing quality education, ultimately impacting the region's development and future prospects.
Moving on, Pampore town in the valleys of India's Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir is blossoming with saffron production as the harvesting season turns up. The region also witnesses tourists flocking to the site with their loved ones to experience the mesmerizing atmosphere filled with the fragrance of vibrant saffron. With that, the occasion emerged as an opportunity as the locals preached the locally produced spice among the visitors, turning the season into a celebration of culture and commerce.
Tall mountains, sparkling lakes and shikaras sailing on the water define the Kashmir Valley, where every view reveals a story of natural beauty. And as the autumn glides in, these landscapes turn into a true heaven with tourists flocking the region to experience the paradise. This time, the refreshing saffron has taken the hearts of tourists. 11 km from the Srinagar city of India's Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir is the town of Pampore, which is emitting the sweet fragrance of saffron, enchanting locals and visitors alike.
This is my first visit in Kashmir, so it's a very nice experience, especially when I'm visiting this place. It's really nice. It's really nice. ये मौका मिला है सैफरन देखने का इतना नज़दीक से बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है।
ये बहुत 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 बढ़िया है। जो पहली बार ये जो नेचुरल हम हाथ में लेके देख रहे हैं तो वी फील दैट कि ये इतना महंगा क्यों है और ये कश्मीर इतना खूबसूरत क्यों है। सो कश्मीर इज़ ऑल अबाउट लाइक फीलिंग योर सेल्फ। सो एवरीवन प्लीज़ विजिट वंस इन योर लाइफ। इट्स अ रियली ब्यूटीफुल ब्यूटीफुल। अगर कहा जाए तो ऐसे यहाँ पे लाइक एवरीवन इज़ डूइंग वेरी हार्ड वर्क और लोग बहुत ही अच्छे हैं। आप कुछ भी पूछो तो वो बहुत ही पोलाइटली आंसर्स करते हैं। सो पीपल्स आर ऑल्सो वेरी गुड ओवर हियर।
Pampore, renowned for its saffron production, often captivates onlookers with its vibrant colored flowers, creating a mesmerizing atmosphere. As the saffron crop is being harvested, the air in the Pampore region is filled with the delightful aroma of colorful saffron flowers, drawing visitors in large numbers. While visitors enjoy the moment with their loved ones clicking pictures, many among them capture themselves with the colorful saffron flowers, making the occasion memorable.
बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस है। पहली बार ऐसे लाइव देख रहे, इतनी एक्सपेंसिव चीज़ आ रही है हमारे सामने निकल रही है और बहुत मस्त एक्सपीरियंस रहा हमारा कश्मीर आने का, और पहली बार आए और एटमॉस्फेयर भी बहुत अच्छा है। और यहाँ पे साथ ही साथ ये ऐसे सोचा नहीं था देखने को मिलेगा, फिर देखने को मिला, बहुत अच्छा लगा उनको कश्मीर आके।
The saffron fields of Pampur offer a distinctive charm with men, women and children working together to pluck the delicate flowers. This collective effort transforms the fields into a lively and picturesque setting, showcasing not only the beauty of saffron but also the region's rich cultural traditions.
हमें एक साल यहाँ पे वेट करना पड़ता है टूरिस्टों के लिए, ताकि हम यहाँ पे अपना केसर जो होता है कश्मीरी मोगरा सैफरान उसको हम प्रमोट करें आगे, क्योंकि मार्केट में सर ईरानी सैफरान भी आता है, लोग ज़्यादा उसी को प्रमोट करते हैं क्योंकि उसमें उन लोगों को बेनिफिट होता है। हम एक ज़मींदार लोग हैं यहाँ पे, हम लोगों को साल भर यहाँ पे मेहनत करना पड़ता है, मेहनत के बाद फिर हमें कुछ फल भी मिलना चाहिए। हम मोहतबाना गुजारिश करते हैं गवर्नमेंट को, सर हमारी तरफ एक तवज्जो दीजिए, हम लोग को एक थोड़ा सा पार्क बनाया जाए यहाँ पे, ताकि हम लोग भी
अच्छा सैफरान निकला और टूरिस्ट का आना जाना।
देखिए सर, मुझे लगता है जो ये साइड है इस साल में थोड़ा क्रॉप कम है, जो दूसरा साइड में उस साइड में क्रॉप बहुत ही अच्छा निकला है। तो अब हमें गवर्नमेंट ने पाइपलाइन दिया है, तो इस पर थोड़ा सा काम और हो जाएगा, इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट ईयर इससे भी ज़्यादा सैफरान आएगा और लोग भी ज़्यादा आएंगे, टूरिस्ट भी आएंगे यहाँ पे।
This is just one of many instances where Kashmir reveals its true essence. Whether it's the saffron harvest or the blooming tulip season, the valley never fails to enchant. Additionally, the engagement of visitors on such sites not only creates awareness about the locally produced staples, but also drives the economy of the region.
Now it's time for me to wrap up today's episode. We'll be back next week at the same time. This is Shivangi Mishra signing off on behalf of the entire production team of South Asia Today. Goodbye and take care.